and welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to talk about the monk, and actually the, if we could remove this, the Windwalker monk. So I know I already made a guide, but it's probably not that popular. Well, it got a lot of views, but I think it has 2 likes and 20 dislikes. So let's try and make one for all the spec for the monks. So for Windwalker, Mistweaver, Brimmaster, this movie will be about the Windwalker. And I will try to just explain the changes on the spec and not give any personal interest on it, because somehow when I give those, I only get dislikes. So let's start with them, and as always, I always start with the spells. So we still have Blackguard Kick, that is just a fill spell. Crackling Jade is our ranged spells. I don't really think that anyone is using it for DPS, but if you have an enemy that is close die and he's fleeing, I mean, then it's pretty cool, and sometimes it knocks down your target. Then we have Detox, that remove all poison and disease. Disable, that, yeah, make your target slow. Fist of Fury, one of our main damage abilities. Flying Serpent Kick, also, well, a little damage, slow, and if you want to flee or charge somebody. Then we have Leg Sweep, so it's not anymore a talent, it's actually just now a spell every Windwalker monk hacks. Then we have Paralyze, so still as a sap. Provoke if you want to taunt the target. We have a Riz, and then Ring of Peace. So normally Ring of Peace was only a talent that some of the monk specs had, but now it's, yeah, Windwalker monks somehow just have the spell now. So form a ring of peace at the target location, enemies that enter the ring will be ejected. So like if I place the ring here, no enemies could actually enter this. Every time they try it in PvP, they will just get bombed out again. Then we have Rising Sun Kick, that is also a fill spell. So the rotation you can say as will be, you use Tiger Palm, Blackguard Kick, Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm, and Fist of Fury. And I should just know that the monk Windwalker still have this ability, start the mastery. So every time you deal a damage with a spell that is not the same as the spell you just deal damage with, then it deals more damage. So that means you're not allowed to use 2 times Tiger Palm. So if I use, as you can see, Tiger Palm now will deal 800 damage. If I use it again, it's only 281. 282, I know before it was a crit, but let's try and make a nominal spell. Use Tiger Palm again, so now you can see it's 400. So every time you don't use the same spell in a row, it will, yeah, deal 41% more damage depending on your mastery. Then we also have Roll, Spearhand Strike if you want to interrupt the healer or damage, Spinning Crane if you want to damage, AoE, find some healers, stealthers. Storm F and Fire, that is our, well, kind of burst cooldown. You gain the ability to split up in 3 sections and you will deal damage. And each of the, well, if we can see here, each of the splits will deal 45% damage. That means, yeah, you will get all 100% damage. So that means actually you will deal more damage than normally, because you're 3 targets. Then we have Tiger Palm, that is your, well, kind of main spell that you use every time you start to get more chi, and every time, yeah, you want to use that before every other spell. Then we have Touch of Death, so inflict mortal damage on an enemy, causing the target to take damage equal of 50% of their maximum health after 8 seconds, reduced against players. During the 8-second duration, 10% of all other damage you deal to the target will be added to the final damage. It's pretty cool. Then we have, let's see here. All damage you take is redirected to the enemy target, be as nature damage or 6 seconds. Damage cannot exceed 50% of your health. So that's Touch of Karma. And this spell has been like this for, yeah, since I can remember. Pretty nice defense ability. It's very nice in PvP. Then we have Transcendence, so you can switch your body for place, like a little teleport. Send Pilgrim, put you to the home destination, monk destination. Afterlife, when you kill an enemy, you summon a healing sphere that you can walk through and get life. And when you kill an enemy with Blackout Kick, you have chance to summon a chi sphere that generates 1 chi. Then with the Mastery, that increase the damage if you don't use your spell in rows. Your damage weakens the target, increase physical damage taken by 5. Your damaging weakens the target, increasing physical damage taken by 5. Physical damage taken increased by 5. Okay, so all my spells now does that this target increase getting 5% damage. I think this is a new one. Can't remember that in Legion we have this one. You and your allies within 10 yards have 10% increased movement speed. So that was all the spells. We have exactly two pages with spells and a third one with some passive. Then let's go through and see here. So again, as I just explained, the rotation is not changed at all. You still use all your abilities, Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick, Fist of Fury, and you still use them in the same rotation as you want. You know, you don't want to use the same ability in a row. Then let's see through the talents if any changes is there. So the first row here we have Eye of the Tiger. So every time you use Tiger Palm, it also deals nature damage over time, and it heals you over time for 8 seconds. Chi Wave, a wave of Chi energy flows through the friend and foes, dealing so it bounces from you and the target 7 times and heal or deal damage. Chi of Burst, you make a kind of Kamehameha from Dragon Ball, and it deals damage or heals all your allies. Then we have the next row, Celerity. Reduce the cooldown of roll by 5 and increase its maximum number of charges by 1. Healing Elixir. This will probably be my favorite. Yeah, you can either use it and it will heal you for 15% of your health, or you can just simply wait for you to get down below 35% and it will use a charge automatically. So yeah, if you get down from 35, it will use it, and if you get down again, it will use number 2 charge. It has 2 charges. Then we have this one here, increase a friendly target's movement speed by 70 for 6 seconds and remove all roots and snares. So before these two was not on the same row, that means you could have normally both. But now you have to choose between self-heal or speed and clearing roots. So if you have a good healer, I probably take Tiger Lust, but if you have some lack of healing, Healing Elixir. So in my opinion right now I will just probably take it like this. Increase your maximum chi by 1, maximum energy by 20 and your energy regeneration by 10. Every 30 second, 15 seconds, your next Tiger Palm will generate 1 additional chi and deal 200% additional damage. Pretty cool. Shock and energizing elixir, refilling all your energy and instantly generate 2 chi. I like to have 1 more chi and more energy and fast energy regeneration. That's pretty cool. Rising Sun Kick strikes the second time for 20% additional damage. When Tiger Palm casts the Blackout Kick effect, the cooldown of Rising Sun Kick is reset. Yeah, so sometimes your Tiger Palm has the chance to reset the Blackout Kick's cooldown. The Tiger Palm has 8% chance to make your next Blackout Kick cost no chi. Okay. The cooldown of Rising Sun Kick is reset. So that means when Tiger Palm casts the Blackout Kick effect, the cooldown of Rising Sun Kick is reset. Ah, okay, so Blackout Kick doesn't have cooldown, but it's only Rising Sun Kick that it's getting removed. Cool. Strike an enemy with technique of White Tiger, dealing 1300 physical damage. Every 30 seconds you can use this one, and it generates 3 chi. So it deals the same as damage as my Blackout Kick. So I'll probably say it's not worth. I'll probably go with the Combo Breaker, so I can use a free Rising Sun Kick. Oh, at least from cooldown. Each you spend reduce the damage you take by 2% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Cheese torpedo, replace roll with torpedo that forwards you for a long distance and increase your movement speed, stacks up to 2 times. Diffuse magic, reduce the magic you damage taken for 60 for 6 seconds and transfer all currently active harmful magic. There's a long settings without dots. Effects on you back to the original caster if possible. Okay. Probably take Inner Strange. Each successful attack trigger combo strikes in a row grants 1% increased damage, stacking up to 6 times. Summoning a whirling tornado around you, causing 117 damage every 0.6 seconds to all enemies within 8 yards. Or summon a very big bad tiger for 20 seconds that deals a lot of damage. Probably taking a hit combo, it's better. It's going to stay there forever as long as you use your right rotation and don't use the same spell in a row. When you use Fist of Fury, your next 3 Tiger Palm release a gust of wind that deals 600 pixel damage to all enemies 8 yards in front of you. Or perform a devastating whirling upward strike dealing 2,500 damage to all Navy enemies, only usable while both Fist of Fury and Rising Sun Kick are on cooldown. That's a weird thing. Enter an elevated state of mental. Yeah, so you deal 40% increased damage and healing, and all your chi consumers are free, and cooldown is 100% more quickly. So this one is a pretty nice burst. So that was actually all the talents. Yeah. So if you feel any big changes, please write it down in the comments. Except for having Leg Sweep and Ring of Peace as normal spells. Except that I don't think there's any big changes. I know there's some small talent changes, but not any big changes for Windwalker monks. But if you have forgot anything, please comment down below, or comment down if you want to tell me anything about this video. I always love to read comments. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys, and this was everything I can cover from the changes for Windwalker monk. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day.